Hello everyone, welcome to another Monday movie. I'm Mr. Blue Summers. So this week I'll be giving you a quick introduction to MaxScript. For those of you who don't know, MaxScript is the scripting language in 3D Studio Max that allows you to automate just about any process that the program can do. It's a great way to save some time and it looks really good on your resume. Let me give you a simple example here. I have 100 cubes that I've created using an array, and they're copies of each other. They're not instances. Now, obviously you would never do this in real life, but let's assume that you have 100 objects that are similar enough that you need to change something in all of them. Let's say length segments. So I might go one cube at a time and type in length segments equals 2, length segments equals 2, length segments equals 2, and I'll do this for all 100 of them. So I could do that, but I won't. What I can do is tell MaxScript to do this for me in a procedural way for all of these. So for example, I can select all of them. And in this pink box right here, and if you can't see it very large, you can actually grab this slider and pull it out. And in this pink box, I can type for cube in selection, do cube dot length segs equals 2. Now let's take a look at this command, and I'll show you the basic parts of it. This says for cube, which says for each object in the selection, for cube in selection, call it cube. And do the following to each one. Do cube dot length segments, and I've actually memorized this. I'll show you how to get this kind of command in a second. Cube dot length segments equals 2. And what that's going to do when I hit enter is for each object in my selection, it will do object dot length segments equals 2. And I can do this for any one of those segments. So I can hit the left arrow key and I get my command back, and I can say cube dot height segs equals 2. Oops, you have to have the cursor at the end there. And now each of the height segments is equal to 2 as well. In fact, we can get very creative with this. We can say for cube in selection, do cube dot pause, that's cube dot position dot z, so we want the z axis of the position, plus equals random between 1 and, say, 5. And now each cube has been raised by some random amount between 1 and 5. And you now have this really awesome kind of lumpy ground structure. And really any aspect of any object can be altered in any way that 3D Studio Max would let you do anyway. Now, let me show you one more thing before we finish up. If you go up to the MaxScript dropdown and you select the MaxScript listener, you'll see two larger boxes similar to the ones that you have down here in the lower left of the screen. All of these OKs were from all the commands I just run, saying, okay, they ran just fine. What you can do is turn on the macro recorder, and this will actually record every action that you do that can be scripted. For example, selecting an object. It says select box 100, because this is box 100. And you can use this in your script. So you could say, oh, okay, that one is box 100. And so now you can say $box 100 dot pause dot z equals, say, 10. I want that box to be a very specific amount. And there you have it. If you'd like to play around with MaxScript a little bit more, you can mess around with the macro recorder and try some more elaborate scripts. Another option is to check out my website, and you can read my scripted clay rendering tutorial, where I have a script that will allow you to take a clay render procedurally.
Thanks for tuning in to another Monday movie. You can find all of my Monday movies, as well as tutorials, resources, and downloads at my website, www.mrbluesummers.com.